Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Paul George.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. But I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Paul George is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Embiid in at the 5. And for the Pelicans, Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
Here's Grimes. And it's off from three-point range. Poole looking it over. Murray finds Williamson. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Poole. A three-pointer off the mark. Maxey against Murray. Outside, Maxey. High post, Embiid. Nice form on the 20-footer.
Well, Embiid pretty much has the green light to take any kind of shot, including off the catch.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him when he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, "I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling." Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him free points at the line. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Poole. Paul George making his last shot. Murray outside. And he's good on the three ball.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
And George kicks to Embiid. Here he goes. George passes to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Here's Grimes. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Doing what he does, drawing the defense in, and then Embiid kicking it out for the three-pointer.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Poole. New Orleans moving it around. Murray for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here's Maxey. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. The fourth spot held by Zion Williamson.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and what I love is, for the most part, they take high-quality shots within the flow of the offense.
Murray, no good.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Outside, Maxey. Back to George. Outside, Maxey. To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Williamson with it. George picks him up. Here's Naismith. Oh, he jams it right over Kelly Oubre. Wow.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Embiid. The Pelicans make their last shot. And they double up Embiid. Kicks it out to Maxey. Over Messi. And the shot no good, a bit short. Pelicans trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And here's Maxey. Boy, he just disappeared against Atlanta. They really needed him. Back to Murray. And another turnover here by New Orleans. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at Philadelphia. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
Here's Grimes. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Check out some of the stats for Murray. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Oubre on the wing. Outside, Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. 5 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
Here's Messi. Lays it up off the glass. Messi's got 6 points.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Now, here's George. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. The Pelicans trail. Poole outside. Maxey against Murray. It's the mark. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Now, Poole. Paul George missing from long range. Poole kicks to Murray. Poole against Oubre. Poole right side. Here's Messi. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey guys, the Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Guys, back to you.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. And Willie Green wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Changes for New Orleans. Herbert Jones comes in for Trey Murphy. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jordan Poole. Murray finds Jones. Back to Murray. Here's Williamson. Outside, Jones. Murray sets a screen for Jones. And he banks in the layup. Here's McCain. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Pass to Walker. 1:31 left in the first quarter. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That is a well-run pick and roll that time by McCain. So skilled.
Here's Messi. Williamson left side. Shoots over Walker. And no good. His first shot of the night missing. The 76ers leading by 4. Outside Edwards. Pass to Edgecombe. Now McCain. Pocket 6. Drummond with a screen on Murray. And that one's good. Drummond. And the 76ers lead by 6.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size and close to the basket.
Tim, one thing for sure, when Zion Williamson is right, he can carry all by himself in offense.
Well, there is no question he is an athletic freak. There is no answer for him when he is playing aggressively.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Looney comes in for Yves Missi, and Hawkins subbed in for DeJounte Murray.
Well, you know, he is just one of the most unique players we've ever seen. Zion Williamson and this combination of size, power, and explosiveness. He really is a one-of-one.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Back to Edwards. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
And you love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Now, here's Maxey. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
They've got Herbert Jones. Hawkins is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Queen and at the four-man position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the 76ers making a change here. Watford's checked in. And now let's check in on the two guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. VJ Edgecombe is second.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. Those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
Well, you better be aware and alert if you've got the basketball against these guys, because they're always looking to make a play.
McCain with the ball. He's defended by Alvarado. And he makes that one. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
Back to Jones. Pass to Queen. And the Pelicans miss again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that
one. McCain against Hawkins. Drummond. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
Pass to Looney. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hawkins. Off the mark, and the drop continues. The 76ers leading by 12. Now Edgecombe. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And it's Drummond missing. And it's Jones with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Here's Hawkins. Pass to Alvarado. Jones for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. To the paint. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And how about making a play for his teammate there? Edgecombe showing his all-around game.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That's his first foul.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Inside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Edgecombe. He's coming off a 22-point game against Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. Fires, high post. And Jones pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 12. Williamson outside. Back to Poole. To the middle. They swipe it. Here's Edgecombe. He's defended by Alvarado. Back to Drummond. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's McCain. And the 3 ball is good. McCain's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Man, McCain saw an opening in the corner, and he took advantage. They found him, and he knocked it down.
Williamson looking it over. Poole on the wing. Pass to Alvarado. And the 3 off target. And the 76ers with possession. They're on an 11-2 run. Let's turn our attention to the sidelines for the latest on Tyrese Maxey. Allie, what are they saying?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the 76ers. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
And Allie, we thank you for the report.
And I'm sure the training staff is doing everything they can to ensure he's back out there as quickly as possible.
And here's a look at some numbers for Tyrese Maxey.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Just sit down. Just sit down. Let's go.
He's checked in for the Pelicans. DeJounte Murray comes in for Jose Alvarado.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Messi. Here's Murray. Some solid defense from Maxey.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Pelicans trail by 16. Now here's Poole. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
Jared McCain's checked in for Philadelphia. Now, here's Poole. He's coming off a 19-point game against Milwaukee. Over drives. And the Pelicans miss again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
The Pelicans shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. To the paint. Here's Messi. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. McCain up top. He's covered by Murray.
Hey, yo, right here.
Oubre passes to Grimes. Shot clock at 3. Here's McCain. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull off, but they certainly were focused in this one.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Murray, no good.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
And Tim, I think it's safe to say that Kelly Oubre is an eccentric guy.
Well, Kevin, he's got the tattoos, the painted fingernails, certainly not afraid to express himself stylistically. And in this league, if you can play, well, the dress code is flexible.
A nice shot by McCain.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Misi. They set the screen. And Misi throws it down.
And Murray loves using that pick. That's how he excels, using the screen to find the right guy.
Now Grimes. Back to McCain. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. The shot by George, no good.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Get there.
Williamson outside. Pass to Murray from downtown.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
Here's McCain. He's covered by Murray. Grimes passes to Embiid. Oubre, right side. Andre Drummond has been on display for the Philadelphia 76ers. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Really solid, right? Not very many mistakes. We're helping where we're supposed to help. We're sending guys the right direction. Pretty solid.
Thanks, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Their shot selection has been B-A-D. That's why nothing is falling. Go inside. Get some high percentage looks. Jeez, all these three-pointers, Kenny. It's all your fault.
Oh, bad. Yeah, that's it. I'll tell you, Ernie Shaq. Listen, the guys aren't posting up. They're not driving. Just get to the rim sometime.
All right, and now let's talk about that first half in the paint where two centers are really battling it out.
Yeah, you love to see two great players go at it. They brought their A games and the fans are enjoying it.
As we are here in the studio. Can't wait to see how these guys close it out. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
When he gets the ball this deep and establishes position, now it's a matter of getting to his go-to moves that he loves.
The 76ers leading by 18. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Tyrese Maxey out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's George. And it's Oubre in at the power forward.
Well, that's a big part of Paul George's game. If he gets space from the three-point line, he is going to cook you.
Here's Poole. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And George kicks to Maxey. Three-pointer by Embiid. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Poole outside. Pass to Williamson. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. Williamson's got 6.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now, here's Oubre. Still scoreless. The shot by George, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Maxey against Murray. Looking to end his cold spell, and the layup is up and in. 5 points in the game.
That is special body control there by Murray against that contact in the paint. Still able to get it to fall.
From deep, Maxey. It's rebounded by Poole.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Pass to Poole. Now Messi. Murray dishes to Williamson. Over Embiid. That's good for Williamson on the assist by Murray. 8 points for Zion Williamson.
The defense is so focused on Murray there, but he's got like a 6th sense of when someone's open.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Pelicans. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens. George up top. It's picked off. Lays it in off the breakaway. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Maxey against Murray. Maxey passes to Oubre. Shot clock at 5. Embiid with the screen on Poole. Grimes finds Embiid, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Embiid's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Back to Misi. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of that.
And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, and when he's healthy, Embiid has proven that this is what he's capable of every single night.
And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
Oubre pulls it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The shot by George, wide open. Off target from outside. Pass to Murray. Back to Williamson. And it's good, 2 points. Williamson's got 10.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Grimes. Back to Maxey. Oubre passes to Embiid. Over Misi. Grimes drills it from outside. Grimes has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Murray down low. He's covered by Maxey. Murray outside. Deep 2 from Williamson. Rebound by the 76ers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Maxey passes to Grimes. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. There's the triple. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
And it's Murray scoring on a gorgeous play. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, that was slick. Murray getting just enough room to finish off that play.
Outside, George. Puts up a deep 3. That one, no good. Pelicans trail by 17. Pass to Murray. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Williamson. Then for the 76ers, Jared McCain comes in for George. And it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. Outside, Jones. For 3, Murray. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Picked away. Takes a step back. Deep 2 from Murray. Misi, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Maxey. Pass to Oubre. In the corner, it's McCain. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got his 5th assist in this one. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for New Orleans. It's an 18-point game. With the drive. Outside, Jones. It's deflected. 6 to shoot. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And now, a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Sunday, they'll go up against Julius Randle and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And for that game against Miami, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Walker with the screen for Edgecombe. No good there. Pelicans trail by 18. Left side, Jones. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Edwards with it. Jones covering. Edwards against Jones. Good D by Jones. New Orleans gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Murray scanning the floor. Looking to get back on track here. That shot misses.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Pelicans trail by 20. Pass to Hawkins. They set the pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Jose Alvarado comes in for Murray. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Well, for New Orleans, shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Williamson, up and in on the layup. Williamson's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Here's Edgecombe. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, the pass was so effective. Great job moving the ball with purpose.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the 4 and 5, it's Williamson and Looney. Jose Alvarado is out there with Hawkins. And it's Jones in at the 3. It's the Pelicans 5. And the basket by Edwards. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Here's Looney, kicks it out to Jones. It's stolen by McCain. And here's the fast break. Outside, Maxey. Back to McCain. Edgecombe with it. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc, Alvarado grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 17. To the inside, Looney, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Maxey. Shoots over Alvarado. Maxey, no good.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Here is Hawkins. Back to Alvarado. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And here is Williamson. No good from outside. Here's McCain. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Here's Drummond and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's Hawkins on the wing. No good on the triple. The 76ers leading by 15. Pass to Edgecombe. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Williamson double team.
Zion doing everything it took to get that whistle.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
That free throw good from Williamson. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Yves Missi, he's checked in for Looney. Trey Murphy comes in for Herbert Jones. Poole's checked in for Hawkins. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Jose Alvarado. No good on the second free throw.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Free throw good, Maxey.
And I think what people love the most about Tyrese Maxey is the enthusiasm he plays with. He always seems to be smiling and having fun out there.
Maxey hits them both.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Pass to Missi. Now, here's Poole. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
That's good from Poole. And Tim, quite the character, this Jordan Poole. His personal style is like his flashy game.
Well, Kevin, he loves his fashion, and he's a passionate cat owner. Characters like him make the league fun, and it gives fans more to engage with than just basketball.
The 76ers making a switch here. Edwards is checked in.
When Jordan Poole is dialed in, particularly on the offensive end of the floor, he can be a real problem. The issue has always been consistency.
A nice shot by McCain.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Leaving no room for error. Murray rises up and finishes with authority.
Embiid with the screen on Murray. Maxey, no good.
And, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now here's Williamson. New Orleans moving it around. Offensive rebound. Mesey's shot is good. Mesey's got 19 points.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Here's Maxey. Here's the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Mesey's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Murray, the basket pool. Now Mesey. Pass to Murray for the three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. From deep, Maxey knocks down the three ball. Maxey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Poole from past the arc. And McCain pulls it down.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. So it's the Pelicans now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Murray down low. He's covered by Maxey. Murray, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. It's time now to present our player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. The 76ers leading by 16. Maxey passes to Embiid. Sent back. Murray outside. Poole with no one around. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Here's the floater. He gets the bucket on the lay-in.
And he is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Now Poole, and George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Jared McCain's checked in for Quentin Grimes.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, number 20, Jared McCain.
Here's Williamson. Now Misi.
76ers foul. Joel Embiid. Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for 2, Misi.
That one is off. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
Here's George. A 10-footer again, Philadelphia.
I love the way Paul George includes these mid-range jumpers in his offensive game.
Maxey against Murray. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's McCain. Oubre outside. Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Murray against Maxey. Murray, no good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Philadelphia.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Joel Embiid.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds, making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Here's Misi. And it's Murray penetrating and stolen by Maxey. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Embiid. And here's George for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Joel, tonight was a statement win. What is it that people should know about this team?
You know, we tough, especially defensively. That's our motto. We want to guard, we want to get stops, and I think we did that pretty well tonight. But you know, we young, we learning every day, and we're gonna be really good.
The more reps, the better, and a lot to look forward to in the future. Thanks, Joel.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Joel Embiid.